All right. Sorry about the delay. For some reason, this would not load. So I'm going to have to wait a couple minutes for everyone to log on. Let's see here. So just waiting for people to log on. If you are on, please comment in the chat box. Okay, I'm just waiting a couple more minutes here. Okay, we are going to get started in just 2 seconds here. I'm giving everybody a chance to get on now that the YouTube, my YouTube channel is showing it. Okay, I'm seeing more people logging on and more text messages coming through. If somebody is on and you can hear me, could you please just write in the chat box on the right to let me know that you can hear me okay? I don't want to get started until I know that. Anybody in the chat? Well, maybe I'm not seeing the refresh. See, there's people on. Okay, I'm gonna get started, hoping you guys can just hear and see me. This is the first time I've done a YouTube What is Coaching call. I figured this is a lot easier to do it on YouTube because then it just broadcasts for everyone to see. And when we do the webinars, some people can't view them from their phones and whatever. So that's why I decided to do it on here tonight this way. So give me 1 second here. Okay. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I just want to welcome you all to the What is Coaching call or YouTube live thing that I'm using, live streaming broadcast thing. Thank you for taking time out of your night to get on this. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'm going to share my story of where I was before I started coaching and how this has changed my life. And then I am going to tell you what coaching is and all the possibilities. I'm going to tell you how I personally run my business. And I'm going to share with you some more information about coaching and then just tell you, hey, this is how you join if you decide to join. Okay, so first of all, my name is Mindy Wender, and I am a 15-star superstar Beachbody coach. And I'm an elite coach and just a bunch of other stuff like that. But basically, I've been a coach for 5 years. But I want to take you back to my story before I became a coach because it was a lot different than where I am today. So 5 years ago, I was working full-time as an office manager. I had a baby at home, and I only was able to take like a couple weeks off for my maternity leave. And okay, thanks, Liz. She just said you guys can hear me. I was only able to take a couple weeks off for my maternity leave because obviously like money was super tight, maternity leave. So it was when I had to go back to work and leave my son, it was like, ugh, it hit me hard. And I was very, very unhappy that I had to do this. So I started looking online for things that I could do at home. My husband was helping me. He was all for it. And we couldn't find anything. That's not when I found Beachbody. So I went back to work, and I was like one of those psycho moms that called. I was very, very blessed to have my mother be watching my son at home while I was at work. So that was a really, really positive thing, because she's like the baby whisperer. But I wanted to be with him. I wanted to see him crawl for the first time. I wanted to see him do this, that, and all these things, all the firsts and all the interaction and everything. That's what I wanted. And I had to miss out on a lot of those things because I was at work all day. So I just remember thinking of my life. I never thought that my life would be like, okay, I'm going to see my son a little bit in the morning, then go to work all day, and then pick him up from daycare. And then he would be just, I'd pick him up from daycare, and then all of a sudden it was bedtime. It was like dinner, bath time, bedtime. And I just wasn't happy with that. I just wasn't happy, but I did nothing about it except for complain. And so I complained a lot. And also on top of this, I am from a super small town, just in case you don't know that. I'm from Iron Mountain, Michigan. It's a super small town. And so there's not a lot of options for me to go find other jobs or anything like that. And my husband, who was the quote unquote breadwinner for our family at the time, he was laid off from his job for over 6 months. So we were surviving on my income alone and state aid. We had to go on state aid. So we were stressed out. We were extremely stressed out. And I just would come home and we would be arguing, and I would be nagging him to get a job. And we were just stressed. Okay. I remember getting home and seeing like stacks of bills on our table and being like, well, this is cool because like we have no money to pay this and like no plan of action. And so it would just like drain me and ruin my mood. And it was just not what I wanted my life to be. So as a lot of people do, I did nothing about it. And I just kept going through the motions of life, being unhappy, complaining, and not trying to do anything about it until one day, it was one of those days that I got home from work, super stressed, got in a fight with Brad about bills, just, not having a great day. And there was a bunch of bills on the table. And that night I got on the computer because I sat down, I was like, okay, what could make me happier? Because I am unhappy. So what could make me happier? And I was like, okay, a long time ago, I was doing Turbo Jam actually even during my pregnancy, I was doing Turbo, and I was happier. I was more positive. I had more energy. And then after having Lane, as any mom on here might be able to relate, you just feel like you don't have any time or energy and you're drained and you just don't have that motivation. And so I wanted to go online and find that motivation. So I went on Twitter and I started following people from the video, and Bell Summers and all the people from the Turbo Jam video. And I was doing that, and I saw that she, I kind of went through her old tweets to get some inspiration to get my workouts in again and to get going on that workout. And I saw she tweeted something about Beachbody coaching. And I am the most shy. I was the most shy, and I was very insecure. It was not like me at all to be like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to her, tweet her, and say, what is Beachbody coaching? That is so like, no, because I would be embarrassed that she would laugh in my face. Like, you're not a fitness professional. You're not even working out. Like you're from this small town. Like you're super shy. Like there's no way. Obviously I didn't know Janelle because Janelle is nothing like that. She's like the sweetest person on earth. But there was something in me, and I believe that was like God giving me this fire in my belly and this sign to ask, move outside my comfort zone and ask. And I did. And since that day, she explained what coaching was, and she sent me to a call just like you're on today. And I heard another mom share their success story and how they grew their business and what this has done for them. And I was just like, I need to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't even have the money to sign up, I don't think. I'm just going to do it. Because if I want something different, and I saw this quote that same day, when you want something different, you need to do something different. And so that was like, okay, I came on this computer tonight to find some motivation to work out. God led me to this. It's a sign. I need to go for this. And so I did. And since that day, You know, I had to move outside my comfort zone and do some things that were a little uncomfortable, but this has completely transformed my entire life. In my first year as a coach, I had accomplished more goals than I ever had in my entire life. I went from earning, like living less than paycheck to paycheck, to earning over $1,000 a week in 1 year. And I'm telling you this is my experience, but I'm not the only coach in the world that has done this. There's tons and tons of other coaches that have accomplished what I have and more and outdone what I have. So don't think, oh, it's just because you did this, because I don't know what you could say the reason why I was able to be successful at this, because there's nothing. I'm just like anybody else. There's, you know, we all have our own stories. It's not like I had the upper hand in any way. If anything, I had a lower hand. But anyway, but I just, you know, I set my goals to go for this. And in that year, I did exactly what my upline coach told me to do, what Janelle said to do. I followed what the other successful coaches were doing, and I followed my heart. I did what felt to be right to me. You know, when I would go out there and I'd have challenge groups, and these people would come back to me and say, Mindy, seriously, thank you so much. You have no idea what this group has done for me. I was able to do, you know, fit into my skinny jeans for the first time in 10 years. And they'd be like crying, messaging me this, or signing up coaches, and coaches were saying, Mindy, thank you. I was able to quit my full-time job and be at home with my new baby. Those type of things. Or I was able to pay off my student loans, or I'm able to buy my parents a brand new car, or whatever it is. It's like you get these messages from people, big or small, and they just inspire you and motivate you to keep. It's almost like you get addicted to helping people because it feels so good. Okay. So in that first year, like I said, I was earning $1,000 a week. I was able to $1,000 a week after, actually it was more than that. After 12 months, I was able to quit my full-time job. My goal when I started was just to cut back on some hours so I could spend time with my son, Lane. I was able to quit my full-time job completely in 12 months. I was, you know, one of the elite coaches. I was asked to speak on conference calls, like all these things. And I'll tell you what, when I joined, I said, I will never speak on a conference call, but this business changes you from the inside out. It's not just about getting fit, although I got in the best shape of my life in that first year, and it keeps getting better and better because you're surrounded by a community of incredible, motivating, positive people. So they motivate you to get your workouts in. They motivate you to do more in your business, and to be more positive, and to be a better person, and to move outside your comfort zone, and to just be the best you that you can be. And it's seriously, this community, this opportunity, these products, they're just life changing. Okay, so that's my story. And since then, my first year, obviously we went from what we were earning on an annual basis before I started coaching, what we were earning yearly. I want to make sure you're getting that. What we took home, me and my husband together, on a yearly basis, we are earning over that weekly. We are debt-free, completely debt-free. We have retirement funds. We have college funds for our kids. And I'm sitting in a house. One of my goals when I started coaching was we were in a tiny little house, starter home, of course. And I said that I wanted to build our dream home. And so we were able to do that 3 years ago. And just this past year, we were able to pay off our house in full. So we've been living in here for 3 years now, and we paid off our home after living in it in 2 years. Completely paid off. We are debt-free, including our mortgage. That's safety. So I'm not saying that everyone's driven by money. And I'm going to tell you what Beachbody is about in a second, and you're going to be inspired. But if, you know, I wasn't one that was like, oh, I just need to get rich quick and I can't wait to earn that money. Obviously, my family needed it. We needed the money at the time, but that's not really what was the driving force. It was the freedom, the options that you can have. And now, not on top of all the things that has done for our family personally, we are able to gift things to other people. And that is priceless. So God is using us to help other people in need when, you know, when we weren't able to help ourselves 5 years ago. Okay, so that is my story. And again, I am just an average person from a super small town who's broke as a joke, insecure, shy, not even working out consistently, a new mom, super busy, planning a wedding, paying for that. I mean, all of these things, working 50 hours a week away from my son, all of these things. And look where my life is 5 years later. That's endless possibilities for you. If I can do this, you can do this. Now what I want to do is I'm going to share my screen here. I keep using my mouse for my computer. I'm going to share my screen here so I can show you some slides I have on my computer. So hang on one second. I think I want to do this, desktop, start screen sharing. Okay, sorry. Had to figure that out for a second here. Sorry guys, I just need to get my PowerPoint up. Okay, Liz, can you just text me? I'm gonna go with it, but Liz, if you're on, could you just text me to make sure the slides, you can see the slides? I'm gonna go through this. Hopefully you can see my slides right now. If not, that's okay, we'll fix that in a second. Who is Beachbody? So like I said, I was gonna tell you who Beachbody is. They are the creators of the top selling at-home fitness programs like P90X, Insanity, Turbo Fire, Patio, 21 Day Fix, and 21 Day Fix Extreme that is coming out coming out very soon. P90, all of these amazing, fabulous, top selling programs, though they create them, and they're always, Carl Deichler is always working on the newest, most improved workout programs. Okay, good. New workout programs all the time. They are also the creators of the best-selling meal replacement shake on the market, and that is Shakeology. If you guys don't know what Shakeology is, learn about it, okay? But what it is, it's people think of it as, oh, that's just another protein shake, or oh, that's a weight loss shake. But Shakeology is so much more than that. I could just scream at the top of a mountain how much more important Shakeology is than just a protein shake or just a meal replacement shake. And I'm so dang passionate about Shakeology, so I'm sorry if I get all like fired up about this, but Shakeology is those things. It is a protein shake. It is a meal replacement shake, okay, to help you lose weight. But more importantly, it is stuffed with superfoods that you will not get. Most people on average do not get these on a daily basis, these superfoods. It has over 70 ingredients in this thing. And just to let you know, quick story, my daughter was diagnosed with autism about a little over a year ago. Oh, actually, I think maybe, okay, well, whatever, a year or two ago, okay? And since then, I have been like a little researcher trying to heal her. And what I've found is that nutrition and supplements and detox, those are the type of things that actually can heal these children. And so I started crazy researching this thing, and I even paid and drove to Chicago for a weekend long event for autism. It was the Autism One conference in Chicago, and that is like the top autism conference of the year. And I sat in a 3-hour seminar listening to one of the keynote speakers talk about all the ways that nutrition and supplements and detoxing can heal kids with autism. And I took crazy notes during the seminar. I went to Whole Foods and I bought all this stuff and I spent so much freaking money, so much money. And I don't even know why this didn't click for me, because I don't know. I went to my hotel room, I got my Shakeology, and I said, you know, a lot of these sound very familiar. I need to look at this. Looked at the back of the bag, and every single thing on my notes, and these are things that I couldn't even find at Whole Foods, okay? Every single thing that I had purchased, and then some that he talked about that day, they were in Shakeology. I kid you not. So I'm like, oh my God, it just gave me, I was already a huge fan and a fan for life, obsessed with how it made me feel, the energy it gives me, all the other things, how it's lowered my dad's cholesterol to get him completely off all his medications. Obviously in 30 days, my dad lost 20 pounds in 30 days, I think it was, when he first started Shakeology. I mean, I could go through the reasons why this has changed not only my body, but also my husband and my father and my family members and my friends and customers. But that right there really spoke to me. The way that you can actually heal a child is through nutrition, and every single one of the superfoods and ingredients was already in Shakeology. That's how you know that we have the best meal replacement shake on the market. That's how you know. Oh God, it just gives me goosebumps thinking about that. Okay, it's featured in the media all the time, the products, you know, there's celebrities who use them, the products, they're just very well known. And why is that so huge for you? Because when you normally sign up for a company, you usually have to, sometimes they're not known and sometimes they are, but definitely there's not a ton of commercials on TV, infomercials on TV 24 hours a day. We all know and have seen a Beachbody infomercial. They are awesome. So that's free advertisement. My dad owns 2 businesses in our small town, and when I worked there, I used to have to do all the advertisement. And I know how much time, energy, and money it costs to advertise for a business. And so what is so cool is that Beachbody spends like millions of dollars on advertising for these products that we are representing yearly. So they get to advertise for us, and we reap the benefits for that by helping these people get the products that they've already known and seen about, heard about on TV and all that kind of stuff. Get them on these products, help them get results, and help them stay accountable. It's amazing. We are very lucky. On top of that, I just want to, on a little side note here, you guys, Beachbody is all about changing lives. Actually, I'm going to go to the mission statement. Here it is. Sorry, guys, I have a little tickle in my throat. Our mission statement as our company's mission statement is helping others live healthy and fulfilling lives. So that is plastered all over Beachbody headquarters. Everybody in their office has this in their office. It's everywhere, so no one forgets what we are doing. And so I like to drive that home with my team too. Hang on one second. Sorry, I just wanted to take a drink. Because that's truly what Beachbody is about. The reason why they have the top-notch meal replacement shake, Shakeology, is because they don't cut corners. Yeah, they would be able to cut corners and get that cost down and market it to more people if the cost was down, or even make it taste better. You know, certain flavors taste better for people, make it taste more like a shake that you get at McDonald's, right? That's what people want. And there are shakes out there that people go and buy because it tastes like a shake from McDonald's. But Beachbody is not willing to compromise their integrity and their quality of their products, because their mission is helping others live healthy and fulfilling lives. And they do not cut corners when it's about that. Okay. And the same thing with their fitness programs. I mean, I don't even have to tell you, obviously you're probably on this webinar because you've used one of the programs or a few of the programs, or at least heard of them. And you know that they are the best at-home fitness programs on the market, for sure, hands down. So Beachbody never, ever, ever cuts corners. They always put lives before the dollar sign. And that's what I want to get across from you as coaches, as future coaches, I should say, is when you join Team Go-Getters, that's what we're about. We want to help as many people as we possibly can without expecting anything in return. So when you're giving and you're out there serving other people, it just comes back to you. It's the laws of attraction. When you put out this positive energy and put your heart and soul on the line to help these people, it comes back to you. And Beachbody has recognition programs and bonus programs, and that's how you get paid. You get paid based off the amount of people that you serve. And we're going to go in that in a little bit here. So what is coaching in a nutshell? Here are the details of what coaching is all about. Basically, you get paid to get fit and reach out to others and help them do the same. So you get your fitness on and gather people, meet new people, talk to your friends and family, whatever you got to do, and get them on board with you just by leading by example and sharing what has worked for you. You don't focus on the sales. You just work out and believe in Beachbody. You just have to believe wholeheartedly in yourself, this opportunity, and the products, and share that with others. What do I have right? Promoting fitness and helping others is really helps you stay on track. Okay, what I love about Beachbody is that when you are promoting the products in your challenge groups and Shakeology, it helps you stay on track because you're thinking, okay, well, if I'm going to tell all my friends and family and new people I meet to do this stuff, I better be doing it myself. Like practice what you preach type thing. Same thing with promoting nutrition. When you promote nutrition, it will help you to eat healthier because it's just making your mind and subconscious mind thinking all the time about health and nutrition and eating clean and all this stuff. You are going to want to eat healthy and again, practice what you preach. Helps you find balance, like having more time with your family, more time for your workouts, more time and money to travel, and just time for you time. That's what this gives you. It gives you more time, options, and freedom. You get to meet amazing people, like I said, and get surrounded by positive people who are into the same things as you. It's just like, I'm trying to think of what it's like because I was never in a sorority, but it's like finding that group of people who all have things in common with you and they all like have the same purpose. That's what Beachbody is, and that's what Team Go-Getter is. As a family, we're a family, and we all are trying to do the same thing, and we have the same mission. We want to help each other succeed. You will always have help. You will be mentored by the person that you sign up. You'll be mentored and supported the whole way through by the person that you sign up with, and also by Team Go-Getters. I have a full out, I have to say, and I'm not trying to brag whatsoever, but I have to say that I have worked my butt off creating the top-notch training that I could. Oh, it is super hard to read this slide. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, I don't know how to fix that, but I'm reading it, so I'm not skipping anything. So anyways, what was I saying now? Okay, and like I said, I pride myself in what type of training that I have provided for my team. I have a full out training site that you will get access to. I do throughout the year, me and a couple of the top coaches in the network team up and we create the best training that you could get your hands on. And we do that a couple times a year and we have incentives and all that stuff. And I mean, we have YouTube videos, we have webinars, we have team calls. So you will have all the training and support that you need. Okay. You get to create your own hours and you can put as much or as little as you want to in this business. So like I said, the sky's the limit. The possibilities are endless with coaching, just so you know. But I will say this, you get out what you put in. So when you join, don't think, okay, well, I have to do this because Mindy said this. You are starting your own business. If you join tonight, you will be part of our family and be a Team Go-Getter, and you will be your own boss. You are the CEO of your own business. How cool is that? And you get to create your own hours and put as much or as little as you want to in it. You don't have to stock any products at all. Beachbody does that all for you. And they do all the customer service and the shipping and all that kind of stuff. and you get a 25% discount on all the products and earn 25% commission on all the products that you sell. So you get 25% off everything at Beachbody, and you earn 25% commission on anything that you sell. Now to join, it's $39.95 to start up, and starting the second month, it's $15.95 monthly for your website and maintenance. So basically, it's $39.95 to sign up, and then starting next month, $15.95 will be taken out of your account monthly. And then you get 4 websites, you get an online office, and they track all your customers for you. They have all your, or when you start building a team, they'll have all your coaches' information on there, and it's all nice and organized for you. Plus, there is something called Success. I think it's called Success on Demand, and they're I don't know why I'm drawing a blank of what it's called, but basically it's articles and videos and a ton of personal development and self-help, which that is something that our team and Beachbody is huge on. So when you join this business, be ready to do some personal development with reading books that are self-help books, or listening to audios, or whatever. That we're all about personal development. Now, this is really important. So if you stopped paying attention, pay attention. This is really important for you and for your wallet. Okay. So if you get a challenge pack, so say, yes, Mindy, I'm ready to sign up. What do I do? I'm going to tell you what to do in a second. But you go to sign up, you're going to see a challenge pack option available for you. Most of my coaches do take advantage of this because it is a one-time deal. So I make sure you know that, because people will come back to me and they say, Mindy, you never told me. And I say, I did tell you. I said it on the webinar. Okay. But this, what happens if you choose the challenge pack option, you will get your sign up fee of $40 waived. Okay. Get a challenge pack during sign up and you save the sign up fee of $40. A challenge pack, just so you know, is a fitness program of your choice. You get to pick out whatever fitness program you want. You get Shakeology Home Direct, whatever flavor you want. And this is really super important and cool. You get a 30-day club membership trial. And why is the 30-day club membership trial going to be so awesome for your business? Is because Beachbody is releasing something called Beachbody On Demand. So this is huge for your business if you decide to join. Beachbody On Demand is for the club members at Beachbody. So you will have a club membership if you get the challenge pack. And if you have a club membership, you can watch the workouts from your computer, your phone, your iPad, wherever you are, whenever you want. And all the meal plans are on there, the recipes, the guidebooks, all of it is in one spot on your computer. So like, let's just say you're doing your workout and you go on vacation and you forget your DVDs, they'll be right on your computer. Or let's just say you don't feel like going to grab your DVDs, you want to just watch it on your computer quick. Or if you're at work and you have a good 30 minutes, you want to do the 21-day fix, pull it up right on your phone and boom. It's amazing. And this is huge for Beachbody. Okay, so that is another good reason why this is an extremely good time to join, because there's a lot of exciting things that are going to be released very soon. How do you earn? Okay, this is like show me the money type slide, right? Okay, you earn in 2 ways. So there's 2 ways that you can earn on, and this is like the 2 legit, like the ways you earn, but there's also, of course, incentives and bonuses and stuff like that that you can earn as well. But let's just go over this for right now. You can earn, or you will earn, retail sale commission. Remember I told you that? Every time you direct somebody to your website and they order something, you will earn 25% commission on that sale, on all sales, okay? If you decide to build a team, you earn something called a team cycle bonus. And in a team cycle, basically you're not taking anything away from your team, but by your job as their coach is to just help them succeed, show them the way, teach them how to be a coach, and just do exactly what your upline coach does for you, do for them. Okay? And teach them how to be a coach. And when they succeed and they start working their business, Beachbody rewards you with bonuses. Okay, this is where that huge residual income can come into play. And here's why. When I first started, I was like, no, I got this. I can do this all by myself. And then I realized that I'm only one person. And what my goal is to help as many people as I possibly can without expecting anything in return, right? Remember, you heard me say that 3 times now in this webinar. So because that's my mission and Beachbody's mission, so what I wanted to do is create mini me's, right? Because I'm only one person and I have a Verizon network of people around me. You know that commercial? Remember that old commercial where it was like Verizon, somebody would have their phone for Verizon and then there was like a sea of people behind each person? Well, I have my Verizon network behind me, friends, family, people I know, people I will meet, all this stuff. But that's all. Okay, and I can meet some people, right? I got social media on my side. I can do that. But what if I made mini me's and trained them to work their business and how to reach their goals and help them succeed and help them become financially free, right? So I'm helping those coaches and then they're helping tons of people. And then they're doing the same thing. They're adding coaches and then those coaches are adding tons of people. And then those coaches are adding tons of people and so on and so on and so on. And it just can go so big and you can end up with, I started with just me in my small little town. Everyone thought I was going to fail at this. No one believed I could do this. And I put my head down and I did the work and I started helping people. And I started off with one person. And now 5 years later, I have a team, a tribe of over 16,000 people in my entire downline. And that could be you. I'm not like the top person in Beachbody whatsoever, but that could be you. You start today. Everyone starts at the same location. We all start with just one person. And you build on that and build on that and build on that. And you change, seriously, you change so many lives when you build a team. But again, this is your business and you get to work at how you want to work your business. Okay, so that's completely up to you. But if you decide to build a team, you will get paid team bonuses. And like I said, there's some extra bonuses quarterly and that stuff. So when you hit certain ranks in Beachbody, when you get, build more of a team and create some leaders on your team, Beachbody rewards you again with quarterly bonuses as well. So who makes a good coach? So you're probably thinking, I don't know, is this for me or whatever? So here, who makes a good coach? Let me explain. Someone who believes in the products and is willing to use them. Leading by example to inspire others. Someone who is willing to work on themselves through personal development. Someone who loves helping others and cares about helping others reach their goals. Someone who is willing to share what they're doing, what's working for them, what's may help them lose 20 pounds. Not someone, okay, I'm going to repeat that. Not someone who is a know-it-all and tries to be perfect, but instead someone who is real and willing to share who they truly are. You do not have to be a fitness professional because Beachbody has that covered. It's like #duh, Chalene Johnson, Tony Horton. I just know I thought that I didn't qualify for this because I wasn't a fitness professional. I mean, legit, I wasn't even working out at the time. But what I found out that was not the case whatsoever. As long as you have a heart and want to help other people succeed, that's who makes a good coach. I know a ton of coaches in this business who do not succeed, and they are fitness professionals because they just aren't investing the time in this. They just don't believe wholeheartedly in the products, in what we're doing. And if they would just research it more and learn more about it, they could be blowing it up, right? But then there's coaches, like me and a lot of coaches on my team who are just moms or, whatever. And we're just normal, average people, but we want to make a difference in other people's lives. And we help them in our challenge groups and we help our coaches succeed. And those are the coaches who invest in other people's lives and truly feel that everyone matters. Those are the people who really succeed in this business. So how do you join? And I'm going to go over a few other things in 1 second here after I get through these slides. But you go back to the person who referred you to this webinar, well, this YouTube live broadcast thing. Ask them any questions that you have, questions, concerns, anything like that. Go to their website and click coach. They'll give you their site if maybe they already did, but then you just go there and click coach. Decide if you want your $40 sign-up fee waived or not by getting that challenge pack like I told you about, and boom, you're a coach. We will help you learn the ropes and you will be on your way. We have tons of training right here on my YouTube channel. I have a 14-day video training series for new coaches. I have, we have Coach Basics groups. So we got that covered. We will teach you how to run your business. And for anyone who does have objections, you can go to my YouTube channel after you get off here. And I actually have a YouTube video on objections. So I go through, I actually took a poll on people when I hosted a group, kind of like the people that are on this call, people who were interested in learning more about coaching. And I asked them what their biggest objections were. And then I created a video going over every single one of those. So maybe your questions will be asked on there. Okay, and that's it for my slides. Now I'm going to go back to the video portion of this. I don't really know what's going on. Okay, there I am. Hopefully you can see me. Okay, so moving on from that, what I just want to say is, you know, a couple of people had texted me and asked me questions before I got on. And then one thing I wanted to address is that it is key to be a product of the product. And one of our goals as coaches is to help you get paid back for your Shakeology or your challenge pack or whatever in your first month. So just to break it down, let's just say you sold 2 21-day fix challenge packs as a coach. So you had 2 people buy, or let's just say you had 2 coaches sign up or whatever as for the 21-day fix or for a challenge pack. I'm not even going to say the 21 days fix. So let's just say any challenge pack, and let's just say it was on the lower end. So you got $50. So 2 challenge packs, you earned $100 in your first month. So just think, if you could help 2 people get a challenge pack, at a minimum, you would earn $100 in your first month by getting 2 people on a fitness program, Shakeology, and a free club membership. That's, I mean, so you know that if they have those things, they will be able to succeed. I have a video on my YouTube channel called How to Earn, and I write it out on a dry erase board, exactly what you would have to sell, how much you would earn in your first month, your second month, and your third month. And I break it all down on a dry erase board. So if you guys want to check that out, it's called How to Earn as a Beachbody Coach. And then when you do join, just so you know, when you do join, I have videos that again, Janelle has a video where she, on a dry erase board, just explains team cycle bonus and growing a team. If that's what you're looking to do, we have some on earning. We have some on how to, we have trainings on everything. Okay. So the last thing I wanted to say is, I know, well, maybe some of you aren't, but I know how I felt when I got off this webinar. I felt like, I don't know, I'm unsure. I have doubts. I have concerns. Am I good enough? Can I do this? Is everyone going to make fun of me? Is anyone going to even understand? No one around me is into fitness. They're not going to be interested. I had all of those doubts and concerns and worries and everything. But let me tell you, that's normal to have those feelings and those thoughts when you're about to do something new and different. That is normal, okay? Please don't let these normal things that happen to everybody hold you back from doing something great. I think back 5 years ago, and what if I told Janelle no? Where would I be? I don't even know if Brad and I would still be together. I don't know. I mean, I would still be living, working away from my son. My life would be so different. And I wouldn't be the person who I am, because the growth the person that I've become through personal development. And the only reason I started working on personal development was because of Beachbody, because my coach recommended it and Beachbody was recommending it. And so I finally did it. And the person who I am today is because of Beachbody. So I can't imagine if just because of a couple, you know, worries and doubts, if I would have said, no, thanks, I'll just keep going through the motions of life and just barely surviving, then if I would have done that, then I wouldn't be thriving and happy now with options, freedom, family time. Actually, I just worked out before I got on this webinar. So I get to work out when I want. And by the way, the last thing I want to say is the 21-day fix extreme is killer. I just had a sneak peek DVD sent to me today, and I just did it before we got on this webinar, and I was like, oh my God, I did Dirty 30 Extreme, and it was crazy. So that workout is a brand new workout that you guys will be able to promote, and that's coming out in a couple weeks, February 3rd, I believe. So that's just another reason to join. So if you have any questions, please go to the person who sent you to this webinar. Don't let your doubts hold you back. Sorry, I have that cough. And I'm hoping that we get to chat more soon and I can welcome you to our family. Have a great night, everybody.